So from Thomas Happ Games, we got Axiom Verge 2. I know this was the big game. This was the one that when it was announced at the Indie World on Thursday, people were super excited, almost shocked to an extent that not only did they get to see the new trailer. Now we knew something was coming up. We had saw that there was some stuff going on up on the eShop that looked like this game could be getting ready to launch, but we didn't know for how long. We didn't know how long it would be until it did come out, and we just assumed for the most part that it was going to be um, getting the date release date was going to be announced, and we could go from there and see when it would come out. But we were excited to see the trailer. A lot of people were very into this game. Now, what we experienced though at the Indie World was a shadow drop, and an amazing game like that to come out without warning is, I don't know, that's like a Christmas. Like you start off that day not expecting to have access to a game that you really like, and then before you know it, oh my god, out of nowhere, there's the game, and you can buy it right now. So I love the shadow drops. I love the indie world. I love that because it just, I don't know. Again, it's like Christmas morning. It's great. Um, I will say for myself, I'm not a huge like Metroidvania kind of guy. Um, I do sometimes find them to be fun to pick up and play for like 20 or 30 minutes here or there. Um, for me, this game was more about the passion of the fans and of the creator, and hearing about this game. I thought that was really cool. Hearing I saw the documentary on how he made the first game, and listening to people like Spawnwave or RGT and some of those guys who are really into this game, their excitement for it. That was really interesting, and to see the fans on Twitter and stuff like that, and how excited everyone was. I was, I was really excited for them. Yeah, it's great. You got this game you've been looking for, and it's everything that people have wanted. So that for me was a lot of it. I would say for myself, not a huge fan of the style of the game, but I've been playing it quite a bit, and that should give some kind of indication to maybe how good it is, that somebody like myself who finds these games a little frustrating, and I am the antithesis of the get good meme. I'm the guy who's like, I'm not going to play Dark Souls, it's too hard. I don't want to play it. um, that kind of speaks volumes that I have been pleasantly surprised with how much I enjoy just exploring in this game. And I like the aspect of, okay, I died here, maybe I'm gonna quit now, come back to it later, see if I can get to like another save point here in the near future. It's a very like retro style kind of game. And that's what we remember from back in the day. And this game definitely has a lot of like NES like nostalgia attached to it, even without being an NES game itself. But it would have been a banger on the NES back in the day because it holds up to modern Nintendo Switch games now. Uh, I'd say overall, graphically, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say it's got amazing graphics because it doesn't. It's decent, right? Like it's okay. Um, I'm not sure if we want it to be more than what it is though. You go much more than that, then you're looking at like Hollow Knight and games like that. And that's not really what this game is. This game that was created by essentially one guy. You can't ask for a whole lot, but the graphics, they do give an atmosphere. And I do think that's important. It's a very dark, kind of gloomy atmosphere, but it is an atmosphere nonetheless. Um, the sound is really good. Enjoy that. The most important thing about this game is the controls. And the controls are tight. They are very tight, very responsive. And in this kind of game, that's exactly what you want. That's more important than anything else. Is those tight controls, and they definitely do it. The story aspect is I have no goddamn idea what the story is. No, really, you start off you land in a helicopter and you're supposed to power up a lab. And I think it's the same one from the first one. I don't know. I didn't play that game. I don't know much about it. But you're supposed to power up some lab. So you go down and you get some puzzle indications that like you should be the way to light up this to power it up is down below, and so you go down below and you keep going, and then you like fall through the ground and you end up in just a whole bunch of water, and before you know it you drowned. Essentially the water rises, you're stuck, you die, or so you think. You are then transported into some other world where you are told your old body is it's garbage now. We've given you a new body, and you have new abilities with this body. It's more resilient. It's more tough, and you're gonna be better to withstand the elements in this body. And so as you go on and you play, you start unlocking certain things that maybe make you jump faster or jump higher, jump faster, jump higher, run faster, things like that. They're giving you some kind of indication to what you know you can do better now, and you are able to traverse the world with these like added on little bonuses that you get. And that's pretty much the game so far. I have no idea what else is going on in the story. I have no idea where I'm at, why I'm doing it, why I care. But again, with this kind of game, I don't think you care. I really don't. I think these kind of games are all about the the battling, the platforming, the exploration, and that's like their home. That's where they live. The stories are, they are what they are. Even though I think with Thomas Happen, he seems, I mean, everything I've seen, like especially on the documentary, he seems like a really, really intelligent guy. I imagine the story itself is very interesting, and there's a lot there. Um, and I'm sure as you read between lines and you just complete the game and go further in the game, more and more stuff will come out. That just hasn't for me yet, so I can't give a good review on the story. But yeah, the game itself really fun. It's one I'm going to continue to play back and forth. Uh, I think that anyone who's interested in it, anyone kind of looking and waiting for another Hollow Knight, or just hey, you're out of platformers and out of the Metroidvanias, you don't have any more left. Maybe Hades is now like you're finally done playing, beating that 100 times. Check this out. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Difficult as all get, but it's fun. A lot of fun. Anyway, um, overwhelming review. I'm glad I decided to do it this way. Just to review all the games kind of individually. And so if there was one that you didn't see of the games that released, I did do a review for each one that were introduced at the indie world. Um, that have been released. Like I said, like there's a few. The only one I didn't is that Monster or Slime Rancher. I decided not to pick that up. It didn't seem like anything that was real. I don't know. For like $20, it just seemed too much money. But maybe not. I don't know. I might end up picking it up and being like doing a review on that and be, oh, this game is great. You should definitely play it. But overall, I think that this is just a small indication because there were so many games that were announced at Indie World. This is a small bite. These are really good ones. I was super excited to see Metal Slug Tactics, which was a game that we saw at E3 and I wasn't that excited about until we got to find out about Advance Wars coming out, and now I'm excited for both of those games coming out. It hurts my heart a little bit though because we got to wait till like December before we can even get into any of those kind of games, and that sucks. But this is just a small bite. Oh, there was a I can't remember the name of the game. It's basically like Jet Set Radio for the modern age. It opened up the entire indie world. That game looked amazing. I was really excited for that. There's so many games. And so I think it's interesting to see that out of the ones that Shadow dropped, I'm going to go ahead and say all of them that I've played so far are great. They're a lot of fun. The only one that I have reservations on is Garden Story, and I even think that one has the potential to be a really good game. It's just I had so many technical problems with it that it's got to go to the backlog. I don't have time for it. But it really does add to that like amazing indie world that we got by saying, hey, the games that got shadow dropped, just those are all really good. They're all a lot of fun. They're all worth the money. Again, besides maybe Garden Story, I would hold up on that one a little bit. But all the rest of them, they're well worth your time, your money. They're gonna give you so much for that time and money. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on all of it. I was really excited for the indie world. I thought it was one of the best. I agree with so many people who were just very impressed with it. I would have loved to see the Ninja Turtles game. I'm hoping maybe Hollow Knight, Ninja Turtles, maybe we hear more about them in that direct that's probably going to happen in September from Nintendo directly from them. I know those are kind of bigger titles, so maybe. Because with Axiom Verge and Eastbound, oh, by the way, Eastbound, I was super excited about Eastbound. Really into that game. I can't wait for September 16th, as that game finally got a release date. But with those being, like, Axiom Verge 2 and Eastbound being the big titles, it makes me think that maybe Hollow Knight and fingers crossed the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I'm hoping they got kind of maybe booked up into the Nintendo Direct, and we'll find out more about those then. Uh, it's wishful thinking, I know. But anyway, guys, that's my thought on the indie world, the games that we got to play, what I thought of them. I don't think really you can go wrong with many of them. 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 5. I don't know how many games came out. All of them but one has been a lot of fun. Anyway, take care, guys.